Alright fam, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know this is the third video of a three-part series. The first one we did the Camaro. We went ahead and put the spark plugs in there and fixed the broken spark plug wires and did a tune. It's running phenomenal, although we're going to be able to get some more power out of it if I keep tuning it. But right now we're going to shelf it. The 33 we just took out last night. If you haven't saw that video, go ahead and check that out. That video dropped just before this one, and we took that to Bay Area Cruise Night. Now we're going to be focused on the 64 Skylark. We're going to get this out of the garage, clean it, and get it prepped to take the 300 out of it and get the LS swap started. Now I know I said I was going to do the rear locker on the Jeep, but I didn't get time to do that, so I'll put that off for another day, and I'll have that video dropping later on. But for now, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put you guys on time lapse so you can just watch me push the car out and get it ready to be cleaned. All right. All right fam, so you saw the time lapse. We went ahead and cleaned the Skylark off. It's looking pretty clean. I know the body's not perfect, but it'll be a good base for LS swap. It's something I don't have to worry about. There's no sentimental value, so I could cut it up, do whatever I want with it, have some fun with it. Unlike the Camaro. The Camaro has been in the family since brand new, so I don't want to do too much chopping of that. But this one I could do whatever I want with it. So we are going to put an LS in it, so that's where we're going to start. It's good to see it clean, so when we're working on it in the garage, it's not filthy. Although I can't keep up with the tree dropping all these little leaves all over. I just cleaned this thing and it's already getting leaves everywhere, so I'm gonna have to get it back in the garage as soon as possible. So let's take a look under the hood. All right, so we got everything clean. Here's a look under the hood. This is a 300 nail head. This is all gonna go out. We're gonna disconnect all the wiring and pull it out along with the transmission. Drive line's already out, so I don't think we have to do anything there. It's gonna be pretty simple. Power steering pump's gonna go out. We'll probably keep the gearbox and reuse that for now. Get a new rag joint and then upgrade the suspension. Definitely the front brakes need to go disc. Other than that, we're at least ready to pull this engine. All right family, so you can see we got the hood off. We're about ready to pull the engine out. I just got to disconnect some wires. There's two motor mount bolts on the bottom there that we're going to go ahead and disconnect. Tranny bolts, and this thing should pop right out. I don't have much time, so I'm going to have to try to get to it. If I can't finish it in 30 minutes, I'm gonna have to save it for another day because I do have to get in and start making dinner. It's just that time of the day. So let me get you guys on time lapse, and I'm gonna go ahead and start disconnecting things in this engine bay and get this engine pulled out, hopefully here soon in about 30 minutes. So let me jump to it. All right, I'm gonna start with getting these starter wires and disconnecting them from the starter, and then I'm gonna try to get a wrench on the motor mount down there and get that out. So let me get to it. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse while I go ahead and knock this out. just like that, fam, we got the engine out. Took us about 30 minutes at best. Didn't take very long. There wasn't a lot to disconnect, not a lot of wiring in the 64 Skylark. Not to mention, it was just not fully wired up anyways. I mean, really, there's just a starter and a coil. So I went ahead and disconnected that, got the engine mount bolt out, tranny bolt out, and pulled it out. Now it's sitting over here on our hoist. We're going to prep our engine bay in the next video and get it ready for the LS install. So we're not going to do much under here. I was debating on cleaning up the firewall. I still may do that. This AC unit, I'm not sure this heater box, what I'm going to do there. It may be too big for my application, and I might need to go with a vintage air. But needless to say, that linkage could come off for the gas pedal because we're not going to use a mechanical linkage. We'll go to a cable. The master cylinder we're going to end up replacing anyways, but I'll leave that one in for now. Other than that, we'll just clean it up. Generally just degrease it and clean it and get it ready for the new engine. Looks good under here though. I don't see any rust that really just stands out to me. Very happy with what I see. Cross member, everything looks good. I mean, look at the paint on it. You can still see the factory paint. Looks like the original engine mounts too. They match the frame color. Not sure if we're going to do anything to the suspension right away. Probably not. I do want to upgrade the brakes though. The front brakes, and do a master cylinder with a dual cylinder. Dual reservoir, I should say. Just for safety. I wouldn't feel comfortable driving around a single master cylinder with a single reservoir. Now, I've mentioned that in other videos why. Alright, so that's about it for this video. We got the engine out. Next video, we're going to go ahead and prep the engine bay for the LS swap. But I want to take this time to tell you guys who've watched the video, especially if you watched to the end, I do appreciate each and every one of you. I really appreciate the support. And also, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button if you like what you saw today. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing, and it helps support the channel so I can put out more content. Also, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so I could really use you guys' support. And until next time, stay good, family. Peace.